Oh, we're keeping this bitch loosey-goosey tonight. What I'm doing right now is I just threw out on the Facebook, I said, any Road to 40 questions, I'm rolling. Shoot. You know what I mean? So if there's anybody out there that watches this, you may have the opportunity to have your question answered or your answer questioned here tonight. Hi guys, I'm Jason Oliveira, if you didn't know. This is my nightly vlog for the next 42 days where I talk about all kinds of crazy stuff going on in the world and my world. Who knows what I'm going to talk about. Tonight, what I did was I did a search. There's a site out there, it's called Google. And you can type things into their little search box and it brings up things like, for example, top 100 favorites. So I'm going to try to burn through this and also see if anybody asks any questions over on Facebook. I posted a little thing today. I'll share it on here as well. It's a snippet of the last few nights. You guys have already seen all of this. If you're up to date on the Road to 40, you've already seen it. So don't kill yourself trying to catch up or going back to see it. I'm just saying that Jesus Christ. I haven't been feeling well today, and it's been making me feel strange. Alright, here we go. Question. Just watch out for the street pizzas. Okay, so my friend Jeff Kincaid, who we've talked about on the show here before, he's an ex-cop. He's, I guess, retired from that position now. Who we see eye to eye on a lot of things, but when it comes to cops, and it comes to GMOs, and it comes to vaccinations. Now, mind you, I'm not a non-vaxxer. I like to just know exactly what you're stabbing into my child before you do it. And if it's been tested, it's been around, there's no side effects, cool. I'm with you, man. All right, GMOs though, I don't trust those fuckers. Yes, I do believe we have to find new ways to support our humanity if we expect to live beyond the next 100, 200 years. We're running out of our natural resources. We're running out of food. We're running out of trees. We're running out of air. We're running out of the best temperatures to live in. You know what I mean? Anywho. Let me give him a thumbs up over here. I'll give him a smiley face. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to dive right into this. Number one, favorite movie. We've done all of these before, so I'm not going to sit here and repeat myself. If you're wondering why it's so dark tonight on the Road to 40, this light over here, I noticed the last few times that I've used it, I feel safer unplugging it at the end of the night. It gets really hot, and because I've got a gel or tracing paper over the front of it, I'm afraid it's going to start a fire. So I'm not even going to use it tonight. I've had a drink and a half tonight, and I don't want to forget and leave it on. So that's why it's so dark. Favorite movie really boils down to two: The Big Lebowski or The Empire Strikes Back. Obviously, I'm a ginormous Star Wars fan, but I'm probably equally a Big Lebowski fan as well. Maybe not quite as much as Star Wars, but that movie means so much to me, and I have so many emotional attachments from that movie to other people in my life. I've watched it for the first time with so many people been like, you haven't seen that? All right, sit your ass down. Oh, you need to go to work? I'm sorry. You haven't seen the Big Lebowski, so you can't go to work. Favorite book or novel? This is a tough one. Like, I'm not a very well-read person. I've read a shit ton of books. Don't get me wrong. However, most of the books I've read are really fluff fiction. I love Stephen King, and now I don't consider, especially his earlier Dark Tower work, fluff fiction at all. I think it's some of the greatest American novels written in my lifetime. The Dark Tower stuff, if you've never read it, you should go back. Start with The Gunslinger, muscle through it. Drawing of the Three changes that whole series. It's my favorite book in the series, the second one. Not that the other ones aren't as good. It just got that little edge on it for me. I must have a cut on the bottom of my tongue because this sucks talking tonight. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, an uneaten bag of strawberry chocolate marshmallows. Not so good, folks. Friends. Family. Okay, so favorite book, though. I mean, some of my favorite books, I haven't even read the whole thing yet, and I just enjoyed it so much that I consider them favorite books. However, my most favorite books to read, my favorite book in the world, all right, I love R.A. Salvatore and the Driz series. Unfortunately, the Dragonlance series has a much warmer place in my heart. The art, the writing, everything about it, the characters. So if I have to say number 2, I'm going to have to say Dragons of Autumn Twilight or Dragons of Winter Night, whatever it is. Favorite color. Now, this one goes either way. It can go gray one day. I like a dark charcoal gray. If I could wear all charcoal, well, not all, but a nice palette of charcoal grays and blacks, I'd be thrilled. But I also love purple. Now, leaning a little bit slightly more to the blue side than the red side, but I do love purple a lot. All right, what do we got here? My friend Sean, by the way, this is a fun little show. Maybe this will be a show after. See, this would be nice, too, because this would allow me to still sit here whenever I felt like it and just tell you all about my friends. My friend Sean Freeman. Sean Oizen Freeman. I think that's, if I'm getting that wrong, I'm sorry, Sean. Oh, my God. Oatmeal just ate a poop, and I think I'm going to vomit. This is one puppy behavior I can deal with. I can't deal with. I said, that's so hot. Sarah M. Pitcher, who I do not know, says, was it fresh? I liked that comment. Sean said, fresh out of her own ass. It was slightly wet, too. And Sarah went on to say, oh, God, that I think is worse than what I've seen pups do. Wow, I may now vomit. And then Tanya said, ew, I've known several dogs that do this. I said, this just gets better and better. It's just such a bizarre thing. And it goes on and on. But, yeah, that might be a fun show. What are my friends talking about tonight? Okay, favorite actor. Ooh. Okay. Hang on a second. Okay. Do you find that being on this road to 40, you need to take more rest stop breaks? For frequent urination, of course. Not any other type of rest stop activities. Yeah, I have found that I'm peeing a lot more lately. I find that if I do not pee before I go to bed, at some point, usually around like 2 or 3 in the morning when I'm just fast asleep, I wake up and I'm like, fuck. I either have to get up to pee now or hope that I can fall back asleep. But if I do that, I'm going to wake up at like 6:30 and be up for the day. Now, my boys, for example, Griffin slept to about 8:30 today, 9 o'clock rather, right around that time. Grayson didn't come down until 11:30 today. He did stay up late last night, but normally, 8 o'clock, boom, on the dime, they're awake. So yeah, Kevin, I do have to make far more pit stops these days. I guess I should type that on there. Favorite actor goes to 1 or 2 people, or 3 people. I know I'm supposed to pick one. All right, let me hear me out. Jeff Bridges, obviously, not just because of The Big Lebowski, but I've loved The Fisher King was one of my favorite movies with him. He was in. Every time he's in something, I enjoy it. Although the funny thing is he seems way normal. Like every time I've seen him talking about his band and stuff like that, he seems like the most normal guy in the world. Either that, Harrison Ford. I mean, you got Indiana Jones and Han Solo, and you've got The Fugitive. He's all right. When he's in a role, I think he really enjoys playing. He's phenomenal in the role. Indy in Harrison Ford, and I can't remember the name of the character in The Fugitive, but there's so much life to those characters. There is a character, a person that he developed and created into that person, and you harness as a watcher. He does it so well, but he doesn't do it that often. That's the problem is, he's had some hits along the way, but he's probably had more misses than hits. But nonetheless, he's still one of my favorite actors. And third would be Will Ferrell. There are things that he's in that I mean, there's only so many levels of Will Ferrell, but even when he takes those little more slightly serious roles, I think he does a good job in them. And I enjoy his humor, whereas some people don't. So there's my actor. Okay, we're not gonna make it very far on this list. What time are we at anyway? 11:50. All right, favorite actress. Yeah, I feel very sad saying I'm trying to think way back through the years of watching movies and being a movie lover. You know, that's a funny thing to call yourself, a movie lover. Is there anybody out there who's like, fuck you, movies, fuck you? I don't know. Maybe there is. But, I mean, there's not a lot of people, if there are. Most people enjoy seeing whatever type of movie they enjoy seeing. Like, they may not like horror, but they might love romantic comedies. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to say that there's just a movie hater out there. Maybe it's older people who are just into the radio. They're just like, God damn it, the radio is just the fucking best. And these goddamn movies come along and ruin everything. But yeah, actress, Betty White. I think she's really funny. I loved her in, obviously, Golden Girls, and I thought she was really, really, really good in Lake Placid. If you've never seen that movie, give it a chance. It's real campy and cutesy and funny and ha-ha-ha. But she undeniably makes that movie worth watching. Like, and an actress in such a small role, she's only on screen maybe 3 or 4 times throughout the movie, but she plays this foul-mouthed old woman, and she's funny, and it's just well done. Favorite hero? We've talked about this too. Doesn't necessarily have to be a superhero, but I'm going to go superhero. Once again, this is one of those questions that can go 2 ways. Favorite superhero or superhero you'd like to be. Now, superhero you'd like to be, anybody who tells you Superman isn't their number one choice is crazy. Like, sure, Wolverine's awesome. He can heal from anything. But you know what? Superman doesn't go through that pain. The bullets bounce off him. Unless it's some kryptonite. Kryptonite's the only thing that's holding this guy back. Nonetheless, though, Spider-Man is probably my favorite superhero. Hero? In general? I don't know. Jesus was a pretty cool guy. Gandhi, he's a pretty cool guy. Buddha, I don't know. I could say something cheesy like, oh, my father, but he's not my hero. I mean, no offense to him, but I only knew him 7 years. Yeah, it sucks, but at the same time, I mean, I didn't lose much. I didn't know him enough. You know, it's taken me a long time to get to that point to feel that way about, you know, the death of your father. Like, yeah, I was broken up as a kid, but I'm an adult based on nothing he was or what he taught me. I mean, or for the most part. Like, I am who I am because of either me or my mother or my friends. We're getting some messages here. I gotta give my dog her pill, too. I cannot forget that. I think it's Facebook. Oh, there we go. It's funny how my phone gets it before my internet. My internet's really fast, too. I was a little concerned about Jeff Kincaid posted, and then my friend Sean. And he mentioned something about GMOs. Now, as I said earlier, Jeff is really pro-GMOs, and I and most of my friends that I know are very anti. Okay, what is the reason for life? Or how can I get my dog to stop eating their own shit? Aha, good question, my friend Sean. Sean and I go back to, I was probably a junior in high school, maybe a senior in high school. We met at Winthrop Street Baptist Church through Tanya and Jen Melanson. And that's how I know Sean. And Sean is just one of those people in my life that a conversation strikes up on Facebook, or I bump into him at Target in Taunton, and nothing changes. We are the friends that we knew each other as. I just love Sean. Like, there are those friends in your life that, like, the silver and gold. And I'm not saying silver is any less value in my life. I'm just saying that there are those people, and you have them too, I'm sure, that go back to when you were a kid or someone you met at the right time in your life that affected you in such a way that your life turned out the way it is because of them, or partly because of them. And Sean, I don't think he would mind. Okay, well, let me answer your question first. What is the reason for life or the meaning of life? See, the reason for life is to live, I think, and live life to the fullest so that you don't regret death. So that when the bullet's this far away and you go, oh my God, I'm going to die, here goes my life, you look at that flashback and you go, wow, well, here we go. Let's see what's next. You know what I mean? Other than that, I see no reason for life. Honestly, I don't think life should exist, or at least human life should exist on this planet, because we're just destroying it. But my friend Sean, and I don't think he would mind me. Of course he wouldn't. This is stupid. I need to get over myself and my hurdles in my life that I've had to go over. When I met Sean, he was the first person that, how do I say it, that was gay, that I knew. Like, I didn't know any other gay people before Sean, and Sean actually came out as gay after I knew him. So I remember the day that he had told Jen Melanson, and I think Jen was keeping it on the DL for a while till he was ready to tell other people. But somehow it came out, and everybody knew him and was just like, oh, okay, that makes sense, no big deal. And the funny thing is I grew up as a, I don't want to say conservative, but like as a Christian who was always told, hate the sin, love the sinner. And I used to believe that was a beautiful thing. Now I think it's disgusting. You know what? Just love the person, no matter who they are. There's no reason for hate in this world. If you don't like what someone believes in, just don't be a part of their world. You know what I mean? But he helped me, and he'll now, I hope he does watch this. I hope he knows. Actually getting a little choked up over this. That, that was the first step. And I swear to God, I'm not lying when I say this. It was the first step in my life that made me question everything I'd ever believed in. Like my religion was telling me that this person was gonna burn in hell for all eternity. And I thought, okay, no. No. First of all, you're just wrong about that. So I owe him a great deal of thanks. Like, he helped mold who I would become over the next, literally, probably 20 years after I met him. And I don't know if he knows that. So I hope you're watching this, Sean, and I hope you know that. I love you, brother. And I hope you guys make it out here. I definitely want to make it out to you guys. Let me see if we got another comment here. I love that interactivity. That just made my night. Being able to interact with somebody, even though they don't know it yet. Tomorrow, Sean will watch this, and I hope he watches it and goes, hey, he actually did respond. I don't know. I want to make something of this. You know, the road to 40, I feel like, was a warm-up. It made me comfortable being in front of the mic and the camera and doing what I do now. My friend Brad, who I love to death. Love my friend Brad. I've been working with him over the last almost year now to get something going for a Kickstarter fund, or not Kickstarter, one of those fund me sites, for his next movie. He's got some high goals set for this thing, and I think he'll accomplish it. He's a very driven guy, a very talented man. And so 2 days ago, he contacted me. We hadn't been working together last month, probably because of Christmas, and he was filming an erotic vampire web series up in New York, I think. Although he's been to goddamn Virginia twice in the last month and couldn't find the time to just be like, hey, I'm in Norfolk. You want to meet halfway for lunch? Dude, I'd drive an hour and a half to see him in a heartbeat. Any of you guys. I mean that. Like, anywho. Favorite hero. Yeah, I guess other than Spider-Man, it would be Jesus. I think take everything else away from the Bible and just leave the Jesus, and hey, I'm cool with that. Not the Jesus, but nobody fucks with it. Your favorite villain, Vader. Boba Fett. Boba Fett really doesn't have enough of a history for me to really appreciate. Vader, though, there's no greater villain, in my opinion. I'm sure there are stronger, more powerful Thanos. I mean, when he had the Infinity Gauntlet. This is going on long. I hope you guys don't mind. I'd like to get at least through number 10. That was number 9. Oh, no, number 7, sorry. Favorite fruit? Well, immediately my head says banana. I love banana flavored things, but I don't really like bananas. I don't dislike bananas. I can eat a banana and be like, oh, that's pretty good. I like bananas, you know. But they're not like... I'd have to say either cherry or orange. But both of them, there's too much goddamn work involved. See, that's why I know there's not a god. See, a god would have taken the pits out of the cherries or grown them on the back end of the stem or something. Oranges, peeling? Fuck you. That's such a pain in the ass. I love oranges, but I guess oranges really aren't good for your teeth anyway, and my teeth are just so jacked up, it doesn't really matter. Favorite vegetable, number 10. Broccoli. I love broccoli. I love corn. I love peas. I love carrots. I love spinach. I don't love spinach, but I've grown to like spinach. Carol, don't tell Carol this. On like a white pizza, spinach is okay. I love kale. I really like, she made something the other night that was vegetarian. I was like, ooh, shit, this is good. And she left it out. I covered it up the next morning, though. I think it's still good. All right, let me just make one more check. I see one more comment over here. Oh, somebody oh my god! This is like one of the longest threads I've ever seen, or in a long time. Somebody liked my comment about once a shit eater, always a shit eater. Well, you know what? Let's see. What time is it here now? 24 minutes. Yeah, we gotta wrap this up. This is disappointing. I'll do another one. Maybe I'll come right back and just do another one and hit you with 2. That's so fucking sexy. I really need to, because I need to be able to take a night off. And I started the countdown, and I think I skipped one night. And I don't want to skip any more nights. So what I'm going to do is I will come back and do something, just so I can make another second episode. Maybe I'll put a robe on or something, so I'll feel better about it. Thank you guys for always coming back and watching these. It means the world to me. It really puts a smile on my face. That's the message I'm trying to spread here. Love and peace and, I don't know, a change in the world around us. If you're loving watching them as much as I'm loving making them, please subscribe or pass them along to anybody else who you might know who might like watching them and might subscribe as well. Follow me on the social media. I am out there at GEYCEN. If you're looking for me, just do a search. You'll eventually find me. I'm trying to think of some new names for some shows. So if you guys got any ideas, please post them in the comments below. Give me something to talk about. I'm liking this Facebook thing, though. We're going to go back to this, definitely. Don't forget to make somebody smile tomorrow. Make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today tomorrow. Spend some time with yourself learning something new or improving something you love doing. Don't make excuses. Do it. Let's make the world spin a little bit happier together. Let's sing and dance in the rain together, brothers and sisters. Let's live life to the fullest and love every moment of it, because you just never know when the last moment's going to come for you, folks. It was a little brutal last night, so I'll leave you with a nice smile one night. I won't say anything. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and take care of those around you who can't take care of themselves. They're the ones that need it the most. And if you are one of those, let me know. Maybe there's something I can do. Anybody out there needs anything that you think I can provide you with? I'm an artist, a musician, a writer. Hey, I'll help you out. You're all my best friends and my family now, okay? All right? Be good to yourselves. And I'll see you guys a little bit further on down the road to 40. Good night, Dr. Carl Mitchin. Good night, my friends.